In today's video, we're gonna find out what happens when a black belt decides he's had enough of my bullshit and makes me pay for being a headache. Make sure to stick around for round 2 to see if I can get revenge for all the pain he's about to lay down on me. I begin the match with a cocky shove to Tyler's shoulder. However, he fires right back at me, clocking me in the chest and showing his dominance at the beginning of the round. Hopefully I can make him pay later. I try to make the early advancement with a low outside single leg. I'll avoid the front head and continue to shake Tyler up, trying to put him on the mat. However, he's able to weasel his way out of the takedown, and with a quick snap of my neck, he locks onto his best, but also white belt level submission, the guillotine. He'll then sit and roll me over as he flattens me out into side control. As I'm fighting for my life, Zach has some quick words of encouragement.
Hey, Carsahh. It's fake, bro.
After doing hands-on research, I can confirm that it was not fake, and I'll tap to live another day. Tyler and I gear up for another go at it. This time I elect to sitting in guard, hoping to find more success being a bottom. I start by applying a shin-to-shin grip, then as Tyler gets heavy on his right leg, I quickly switch into reverse de la Riva and score an easy kiss of the dragon. I'll manage to hit the full inversion, but Tyler counters fast by front flipping out of my grips, and he unluckily captures my leg. He wastes no time exposing my heel and finishing another quick submission via heel hook. By the end of the video, see how many submissions you can count. We're currently at 2. My goal is to not let the number exceed 10, but let's see if it's at all possible. I'll try to use reverse de la Riva to once again off-balance Tyler, however he does a good job at controlling my hooks and negating my off-balance pressure. He jumps in for a guillotine but elects to fall back on the ankle, getting me for the 3rd time. Tyler continues rampaging on, destroying my feet and self-esteem and claiming 2 more ankle locks. That was until this happened. I'll put Tyler back into my favorite guard of reverse de la Riva. As he lowers his base to block my inversion, I push on his chest to make room and spin under his leg. After surfacing, I look to attack one of the strongest submissions, the inside heel hook, which could destroy Tyler's knee. I do that by using a technique called the false reap, and right as I'm nearly exposing his heel, he slides right out of the position and sits back onto a leg lock of his own, submitting me for the 5th time. Shortly after, with another quick guillotine finish, I decide it's time to switch up my game. After some unfortunate endings playing guard, I think it's time to be a man and start wrestling again. This dream, however, falls short as Tyler grabs a deep underhook, and I try to counter with an Uchimata. However, as my head falls lower than his, Tyler shoots onto a guillotine and puts another submission on the board. Feetfinder CEO comes back down, trying to play with my toes even more. I try to give him a taste of his own medicine as I spin out and try to lay my life down on breaking his knee. However, in the process, I leave my heel out and he'll catch me with a backside 50-50 heel hook, putting us at 8 submissions for the day. Tyler keeps the pressure on by dropping his mommy hips onto me and slides in him out with my chin in his hand. He'll sprawl out to get the 9th tap of the round, bringing me to only 1 more submission loss before I fail. I don't waste time, already getting stuck in a front headlock again and tapping out, making it 10 submissions, meaning if I get submitted again, I'll lose the challenge. However, I would have much rather been submitted than live through what happened next. Feeling massively disrespected, I knew I had to make him pay. Let's see how many pieces I can break his knee into during the next roll. Unfortunately, today started off like no other. After a horrific guard pull, Tyler sits down onto my ankle and makes me scream like a child from a horror movie. Tyler then uses the same old boring guillotine once again, except this time he spices things up by cutting a sponsored promotion while I'm fighting for my f***ing life. Now you probably can't hear him because the music's a little loud, but he's probably telling you to go to yourjujitsusucks.com to get some sick rash guards and jiu-jitsu streetwear. Tyler will sink in the first guillotine of the new day, and at this point I'm preparing to risk everything to gain an inch. If all that's going to happen today is me getting submitted by Tyler's very limited BJJ arsenal, then I'll at least try to collect some sort of highlight in the process. And so begins my onslaught of terrible double leg takedowns. Against a qualified guillotine specialist, this is basically a one-way ticket to your doom. That's because I'm continuously shooting with my head down, giving Tyler easy access to my neck, and ultimately the guillotine. All good things come to an end, however, as Tyler latches on to his last guillotine before I put him in crutches. Feeling exhausted, hopeless, and angry, it was time I let loose and commit 100% to a game-ending move. I can't allow some puny black belt to dominate the whole round without at least getting one good swing in. I found that opportunity right here as Tyler starts playing the leg game. Well, I thought I had every piece of the puzzle. As I got greedy and tried to put Tyler's leg behind my arm for maximized braking pressure, I made a huge error and allowed Tyler to free his knee line, completely dismantling my knee bar, and Tyler makes me pay with another guillotine. He then follows that up with a devastating straight ankle to end the round. And with a total of at least 10 submissions, we figure out what it's like when a black belt stops being nice. Make sure to check out some of my other videos with Tyler, most importantly the Gym Leader Series video that can be found in the description below.
It was a good knee bar entry.